Okay. Now, I have one who has believed that we need a big, bold, and green infrastructure bill. And now we will have an effective ally in the administration, in the personage of Pete Buttigieg, to help get that done. I know Joe Biden cares about the same thing. And a few other priorities I'm going to be discussing with the mayor are first, my Clean Cars for America proposal, which would get all internal combustion engines off the streets by 2040, replace them with clean vehicles. President-elect Biden has graciously made it part of his platform. I believe it can get bipartisan support, and we can get something moving there. And it's a good model because it combines clean climate change, jobs, and it helps communities that have been neglected. And second, I'm going to talk about a top transportation priority for New York, which is Gateway, which President Trump held up for the nastiest of reasons. We must get that going for the whole Northeast corridor. I'll be talking with the mayor on that as well. Now, on the checks and the $2,000 checks. Senator McConnell knows very well how to make a bill a law, and he knows how to kill a bill. The only way to deliver the $2,000 survival checks to Americans is to pass the bipartisan House-passed bill called the Cash Act. But what we're seeing right now is Leader McConnell trying to kill the checks, the $2,000 checks desperately needed by so many American families, by tying them completely to partisan provisions that have absolutely nothing to do with helping struggling families across the country. It won't pass the House. It cannot become law. A move like this is really a blatant attempt to deprive Americans of the $2,000 survival check. So we can get this done, but Leader McConnell has to get out of the way, allow the House-passed bill on the floor. I'm very confident it will pass if it's put on the floor, and then we can move forward. Okay, 2 questions.
Mr. Schumer, have you had any conversations with Republicans or the White House that gives you hope that McConnell will back down at this point?
Well, there are a number of Republicans who have come out for the $2,000 checks, and that gives me some real hope that if it was put on the floor, it could pass.
Leader Schumer, do you believe, though, that there are 60 votes for the Cash Act?
Put it on the floor, and I believe it will get the 60 votes. Yes, I do.
If it doesn't go on the floor, then can Americans just forget the idea of getting $2,000?
Well, we're going to keep fighting and fighting and fighting for this because it's very important. But the quickest, best, and right now, before January 3rd, only way to get it done is to put the House-passed bill on the floor, get 60 votes, and send it to the President, who will obviously sign it. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, President Trump. You can answer that question.
Sorry about this, Mayor. You're used to it.
All right, everybody. So it does not appear that we are going to get to watch the rest of that virtual meeting between Senator Chuck Schumer and Transportation Secretary nominee Pete Buttigieg. If that changes, I'll bring it to you right here on News Now from Fox. But Senator Schumer did take a couple questions in regards to which bill he thinks would pass in order to get Americans